What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeremy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and we recently saw the announcement trailer for How to Train Your Dragon. This was the official teaser trailer, and when it comes to audience's overall response to this trailer, yeah, people are pretty much positive with it. People are liking what they're seeing. You can come over here to the actual ratio, 317,000 upvotes to 41,000 downvotes, and all in all, it's a decent trailer. It captures what you needed to see within the original movie. It actually has a good image for Toothless. Toothless looks actually really good in it. I have to be very careful, mainly due to Universal and the fact that Universal will, in fact, copyright claim me. So there's that going on here. But when it actually comes to this trailer, I'm pretty positive about it. I have my own criticisms, mainly why does this movie even need to exist, considering how old the original is at this time, and the fact that you're gonna have CGI dragons everywhere. But there is one big point of criticism that everybody is definitely pointing out for obvious reasons. And we can come over here to Geeks and Gamers and a new look at Hiccup, Astrid, Fish Legs, Rough Nut, and Tough Nut, and Gobber in the new How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. And, well, there's something very obvious that people are putting out. You know, here's Tough Nut, here's Rough Nut, here's Hiccup. I can't remember his name for the life of me right now, but it'll come back to me. Here's Fish Legs, and here's Astrid. Here's Astrid again. There's Gobber. Here's Astrid for a final time. Why is Rough Nut fat, by the way? That doesn't really make any sense. Why you're making Rough Nut fat? Why do they have ginger hair instead of being blonde? But on top of that, I think the biggest point of criticism here is who's playing Astrid, because let's be real honest here. Astrid is blonde-haired with blue eyes. Universal Studios, DreamWorks, and Hollywood sycophants get roasted for waist swap of Astrid and How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I'm going to say this is a much more egregious example of a race swap, considering how old How to Train Your Dragon truly is. It only came out roughly in the 2010s. And people still have very fond memories of this movie. People still really care about this movie. It's still within our modern day zeitgeist. And everybody knows who Astrid is. Everybody knows what Astrid looks like. Everybody has a very keen understanding of who Astrid is. She is the tough, strong Viking woman with blonde hair and blue eyes within this Viking story. So why on earth are we race swapping her? Oh, because of modern day Hollywood standards, because of the ideology that permeates very deep within modern day Hollywood. You are not allowed to have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed character. You're not allowed to have a movie that has just a white cast. And because of this, they must find a way to inject the ideology deep within this, even though every kid will be able to point out the fact that, no, this isn't Astrid. We know who Astrid is. Again, this universe is only a few years old. When you come over here, it only came out in 2010. This is not a old product. This is not a product that honestly should ever have been remade for a live action audience. It actually shows that Hollywood is running out of ideas, and their only big advancement within this movie is actually, oh yeah, we're going to make Astrid a black person instead of, you know, the historical accurate depiction of Astrid, which really does fly in the face of audiences and fans alike, considering when I do watch this trailer, and there's clips going all around of this trailer being honestly one-to-one depiction and scenes of Hiccup and Toothless meeting for the first time, I'm actually seeing very accurate depictions of other characters. And I have my complaints about Rough Nut and Tough Nut, and I have my complaints about Fish Legs. But all in all, this is a decent casting for a lot of these people. Other than, you know, Rough Nut and Astrid, this is a decent casting for everybody. And I can complain about Fish Legs just looking like a dweeb and not looking like an actual fat person. But they're at least trying to capture what he truly looks like in the animated show. So why are we seeing this here? Why are we going with this route? Actually, now that I think more of it, Fish Legs is blonde. So why isn't Fish Legs blonde here? Why isn't Rough Nut and Tough Nut blonde? He's okay being a brunette. Hiccup's okay being a brunette. Why can't you actually get this stuff? Again, this movie's only 15 years old. People still recognize it. The last movie in this franchise came out in 2019. We're not super far removed from this franchise. And this doesn't even count the series that were going on Cartoon Network or the series that was being made on Netflix. This is still a very modern show. People recognize this stuff. People acknowledge this stuff. And when you get audiences seeing this, they're going to feel disrespected. Now, when it actually comes to how this movie is going to do financially at the end of the day, I think it's probably going to do very well. I don't see this movie actually flopping. Again, when I was looking at this trailer, it was capturing some of the core essence of what How to Train Your Dragon was. It was capturing some of the important parts. I just don't see why we need to have a live action. And if we are going to do a live action, why don't we actually keep it accurate to how people are supposed to be? Why don't we keep it accurate to how people are actually supposed to be depicted? And why don't you actually show characters in the correct state? Oh, but we can't do that. But I'm going to leave it there. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it up, friends, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.